Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, Valentine, V-A-L-E-N-T-I-N-E.
And Mr. Valentine, we got a pretty detailed description from your wife, but when you saw the truck back in there, had you heard about the fact that they were looking for a similar truck?
Yes, ma'am, I had. Yeah, that's what concerned me. You know, I didn't want to say anything to her and get her scared, but yeah, it kind of favored the vehicle that they were looking for.
And did you see the guy stumble out?
Yeah, we were both on the porch. Actually, when the police officer pulled up and they opened up the car doors, and Sharon and Mark got out and went to the police officer, and then the other two police officers pulled up. So they were sitting there talking. The other guy stayed in the vehicle, and then when Sharon and Mark left to go inside the house, that's when the guy got out of the truck and went inside the house with them. Then I walked over to the police officer, and I said, well, what's going on? He said, they own the property, and they said they were over here to check it out and stuff like that. I said, well, it's 2:30 in the morning, there's no electricity. I mean, he said, well, that's what I said to him. He said, but they are owners of the property, so there's nothing I can do. I said, well, that's Sharon and Mark for you. He said, yeah, they're back. So, it's that. So I walked back across into my yard and up on the porch, and shortly there, about 7 minutes later, is when they went to the door.
When you saw the guy come out of the car, since you had already kind of been thinking along those lines of the vehicle, did you think, what did you think? Did you compare him to any sketches you'd seen, or had you seen a sketch?
Well, I had seen a sketch, but you're looking that far away. I mean, he was a pretty good sized fella, compared to most people, me anyway. I mean, I'm not that tall, but I couldn't really tell from that distance, and I just couldn't tell.
And your wife is hearing that possibly, the people who own the place were going to maybe set him up there with a place to stay. If this turns out to be that suspect, what goes through your head knowing that your wife is there a lot of times alone?
Yeah, a lot of times alone. I mean, and that's why I'm aware. I try to be aware of things going on around the house, especially since I leave so early in the morning. And I just thank God that, I really need to say this, that the Gastonia County Police Department really acted very well. They were right on top of everything, and they need to be given a hand for this. I mean, they just did a wonderful job.
Is it scary to know that guy obviously had a weapon, was willing to shoot at a police officer?
Yeah, it really shocked me when the shots started going off, and I said, this guy's got to be crazy to shoot at 3 police officers. I mean, and that's short of in a small room, so.
Wow. So what was going through your mind then when the shots continued and it was a shootout?
I mean, it was a shootout. It was shocking, but it also was, it happened so quick that you really don't, my wife was going crazy, and I'm sitting there saying, well, the police got it, they're handling it, and,
And then there was a quick response with the others coming.
Oh yes, they had to be 35 police officers, cars down through here within 5-10 minutes. So they were on top of it.
Okay, well, we'll point that out too. Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry to have to meet you.